Hey, it's me, James Montgomery. Today is the giveaway day, but first I wanted to give a huge shout out to some of these great folks that upped my spot, my kit. I got this beautiful knife from Humble Blades out of Texas, won it in a raffle on Instagram, and it's beautiful. It's 1095 carbon grade steel, and then it's got a mustard patina finish, desert ironwood handle. He hand sculpted that down. It's just a gorgeous knife and ridiculously sharp. Cannot wait to use this. It's gonna cut through anything like butter. We will get to that. Got a Victorinox knife. You can buy these here at the butcher shop. This is a 6-inch semi-flex boning knife. Excellent to have for whatever you're doing. Also got a beautiful cutting board from my man Blake. Really appreciate him going through the trouble to get me this. Made it himself. He also has these for sale if you're interested in getting one for your kitchen. And oh yeah, we got this here nifty Montgomery's Kitchen apron. Thank you, Mom, for this present. This was for hitting the 100 subscriber mark, and you know, I guess I can get some gifts too. Big things happening. Hopefully we get to 200 before long, but we got to get down to business. We got all these beautiful people that are entered in the giveaway, and I wasn't sure how to do this. We do a random generated number, but I was thinking we do something a little ridiculous. We are gonna take and drop a knife from back here and see who it lands on. So hang around for that. We're gonna see if we can make one stick. This is my work knife. Pretty sharp. I think it will do the job. We're gonna step back. Just kind of. Oh, we got a winner. We have a winner. Number 129, Mr. Bradley Weeks. Won yourself a free hat and t-shirt courtesy of Bell's Meat Poultry. Congratulations. Alright, tonight we are going to do some boneless stuffed chicken. I'm going to show you how to cut up some chicken, and then we're going to do some canned carrots and white rice on top of it. So let's get it on. First things first, we're going to need a whole fried chicken. We're going to make a little slit along the back of it, and then we're going to work our way around it. Two major things here: you want to get around the wing bone and hip bone. You're going to go down along the spine. Take some time here, you know, some real shallow cuts, and make sure you're not cutting through the skin. That's going to be the important thing. I've sped this up quite a bit because it took me around 12 minutes. But once you get one side done, you're going to do the exact same to the other side, just working your way down the spine and around the wing bone. Big thing is you're going to want to get that hip socket out and cut the wing loose from the spine so you can get down to the breast. Once you get to the center, take your time, reel there, and you can pretty much remove that whole carcass, just one piece. Now we're working on the legs, so you're going to try and get that out. I took the thigh bone out, I think it's the femur. First, you can actually just kind of leave it in one whole piece and just kind of work your knife around the bone in a circular motion. The thigh, you can actually follow the bone there and get down to the drumstick portion of it. Once you kind of get it there, you can just kind of rip it out, tuck the skin back in. Now that we got it boned out, we're going to use some of our homemade Bell's stuffing, some excellent stuff. We have that here at the store. You can pick it up anytime. I can stuff some in the leg cavities and definitely fill up the breast portion, and now we're just going to tie her shut. Making a couple holes about an inch from our initial cut so that you have something to hold on to and it's not just going to rip the skin when you go to pull the string across. Do the same thing up towards the top. Give her a nice little pull and you should be good to go. Once you have the back all tied up, we're going to tie the legs shut, and then we're going to tie these together so that they hold well when we flip this bird around to get it in the oven. Now that our bird is prepared, we're gonna make a rub for this thing. Never made one before, but we're gonna give it a try. This one I just kind of whipped up out of nowhere. We're gonna need a tablespoon of poultry seasoning. You can get here at Jack Bell's. Comes from Gone Jaeger, an excellent spice company. Now we're gonna use a tablespoon of salt as well. Just salt's a good general thing to have, gives it some good flavor. Now we're gonna use a half tablespoon of our fancy paprika. Gives it a nice bright color, you know. It adds maybe a small amount of flavor, but just gives it a nice look to it. And you can use a pinch of black pepper, using some fine ground stuff here, but I think that's a 1/4 teaspoon. Now blend it all together. Once you got it blended really well, we're gonna season this sucker all the way around. Use quite a bit of the seasoning, it turned out good. Now that we got it all seasoned, we're gonna get some olive oil on this. This will help give it a nice crispy look when it's all finished up and get that golden brown color, and also help from burning to our pan or our Pyrex dish. So we got a greased Pyrex dish here, and we're gonna move it to the oven. We're gonna cover it and bake it for about 45 minutes at 350 degrees. Alright, now our chicken's taken care of. Let's work on some sides and get this nifty Humble Blades knife to action. We're gonna chop up a bag of carrots, and then we're gonna get together 2 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of packed brown sugar, I think this is a teaspoon of salt, and 1 pinch of fine ground black pepper. Now we're just gonna get our carrots in over some medium-high heat. You don't need a big pan like this, but about a cup of water to get them steaming. Then we're gonna add 2 cups of rice to a saucepan, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter and a couple pinches of salt. We're gonna saute this butter until we get 3 cups of water to a boil. One important thing, rice can burn. I found that out the hard way. But anyway, keep stirring your butter in and sauteing this over a high heat. Once everything's melted and the water's boiling, we're gonna add our water to our pot, and we're just gonna cover that as fast as we can. Turn the heat down to a real low simmer and let that go for 20 minutes. It's been about 45 minutes now, so we're gonna check in on our chicken. Things are looking good. We're gonna uncover it and send it for another half hour. In this time, our carrots have finished steaming pretty nice. They're nice and soft. We got some camera action here. We're gonna melt in our butter and brown sugar, salt and pepper until that reduces and gets a nice glaze to it. 20 minutes is up on the rice, and that's looking good. We're just gonna give this a little stir to kind of get things going a little better and cover it until it's time to eat. We've moved our carrots to a smaller, more manageable pan so that we can get that glaze to reduce some. That butter and everything's looking good. Now that it's reduced very nicely, we kind of got a glaze going on. These turned out good. We're gonna get this into a dish that we can cover, and we'll just keep these warm until it's time to eat. Now about this point, our chicken should be done. We're gonna get it out and take a good look at it. Oh yeah, nice crispy golden brown. Now an important thing when you're cooking chicken, you want to get a temperature. 160 to 165 is perfect. Anything cooked to 160 degrees is completely done, so you have no worries about food poisoning. Now we're gonna get our wings off of here. Maybe that looks kind of tough. Maybe we won't do that. Let's just go for the cross section. Cut this bad boy right in half and see how everything turned out. No bones in it, easy to slice. Yeah, baby. Sucker looks good. Now all there's left to do is just to slice it up and get it to a plate. A few glamour shots in between. That chef's knife from Humble Blades did short work of that thing. Looks good. Alright. Hopefully you're all wearing your masks at home. I know these are tough times, but hopefully you can try this. Stop in at Bell's and get yourself a whole fried chicken and bone her out. Stuff it. We got the stuffing too. A little bit of rice if you can find it, and some candied carrots. Actually, these turned out really good. Kind of burnt the rice some, but I mean, it happens. You gotta roll with the punches sometimes. No pro, but hey. Carrots, some things are excellent. The rice is done perfectly as well, aside from, burning a little bit. But this right here, sorry, I'm not left-handed. This chicken looks to die for. That's probably the best boneless stuffed chicken I've ever done. You can do turduckens the same way. It just takes a lot more. You need a turkey, a duck, and a chicken, and that is a really big bite. So we're gonna cut that down. But yeah, it's probably took what, like an hour 15 minutes, 350. And if you're gonna do it, I highly suggest getting a whole chicken and practice cutting it up yourself. If you're gonna make like chicken stock and whatnot, it's good practice. Then you can get familiar with where all the bones are and everything like that. Other than that, just dig in, trial and error, see what happens. Wow, that's really good. Holy crap, that's awesome. Actually, I was kind of worried about that seasoning. I just kind of made that up on the cuff, but that turned out phenomenal. I mean, that's really good. Chicken's done perfect. Yeah, you need to try this one at home. Alright, well, this is great. Got me a straw blogger. Thank you guys for watching. We made it to 100 subscribers. Super pumped about it. Let's see if we can get to 200. Huge shout out to Chris from Humble Blades in Texas for this masterpiece. Blake for this beautiful cutting board. My mom for Montgomery's Kitchen official apron. And you guys just for being awesome. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and see you next week. Bon appetit. Stay safe out there. Keep washing your hands and wearing your mask. I'll be over for you now. Thanks, guys. Love you.